This is the day Springfield, Massachusetts is saying goodbye to one of its own. Marine Gunnery Sergeant Thomas Sullivan will be laid to rest today. He was killed when a lone gunman opened fire on a recruiting station in Chattanooga, Tennessee last week, killing a total of 5 servicemen. News 8 reporter Kate Walsh is live outside the Holy Cross Church where processions are going on right now. Kate?
I'm live at Holy Cross Church in Springfield, where the final prayer is being said for the funeral mass of Gunnery Sergeant Thomas Sullivan. This is the very church he attended growing up here in Springfield. This morning, his body was escorted in a long procession to the church for his funeral mass. The Sullivan family made this private, but we can hear the mass outside, which is just ending. Outside for hours before the mass began around 10:45. Hundreds of volunteers, many part of the Patriot Guard Riders, lined the church property holding flags that waved lightly in the wind. Dignitaries were also invited. Those included local leaders, as well as Congressman Richard Neal and Senator Elizabeth Warren, among others. Gunnery Sergeant Sullivan's casket was draped in an American flag, and fellow Marines escorted him into church one final time as bagpipes played many rounds of the Marine Corps hymn. Across the street, members of the community waved flags too, supporting the Sullivan family and thanking Gunnery Sergeant Sullivan. Many said they didn't know him, but it was the right thing to do. And Sullivan's sister and commanding officer, among others, gave eulogies, calling him a fun uncle, someone who always had a smile on his face, and a Marine's Marine. Right now, Danny Boy is playing inside the church. The Sullivans were a big Irish family, are a big Irish family in Springfield, Irish Catholics, and this was very important to Gunnery Sergeant Sullivan's life. After this funeral, a procession will make its way one last time through the streets of Springfield to the cemetery in Agawam, where he will be laid to rest. There will be a private ceremony there as well, but members of the public are invited to stand on the streets and say a final farewell to our local hero. Live in Springfield, Kate Walsh, 22 News.
Kate, thank you very much. Let's take a look back now on Friday as the motorcade made its way through Springfield. Thousands gathering to welcome home the body of Sergeant Thomas Sullivan. We will have more on today's services in Springfield tonight on News 8 at 5.